Let's learn how to make delicious Trini-style stewed red beans. Rich, flavorful, and the perfect side for Caribbean curries, stews, Sunday lunch, or a holiday meal. Nutritious, easily made, vegan, and simply addicting. This bean's been soaking overnight, red kidney beans. We will rinse and drain. We'll rinse under running water and pick for any debris or rocks or little stones. Pick through. We'll place it in the pot of the Instant Pot. We have 5 cups of water. I updated this amount in the printable recipe. Check it out. Now we'll add oil, about 2 tablespoons. Brown sugar, my mother's secret ingredient. Carrot, we have 2 carrots. Pumpkin, 1 cup or about 6 ounces. And this is 1 stalk of celery. And if you're cooking this in a pot, you'll cook the beans first. In a regular pot on the stove, you'll cook the beans first before adding all of these ingredients. And this is 2 tablespoons of green seasoning, 1 tablespoon of garlic. A few sprigs of thyme. Drop it in. And we'll cover and cook. I'm going to stir it first. So check out the printable recipe for instructions on how to do this on the stove. This has to be set this way. Then we're going to select. I selected beans, but I'm going to make it 40 minutes because this red bean is kind of old. I recently made this recipe again using newer or freshly bought beans, and it only took 30 minutes in the Instant Pot. If you're unsure whether your beans are old or new or younger, you can start with 35 minutes. Not sure what happened to the audio at this point, but my mom just added salt. We all know that we can't add salt to beans while they're boiling, but they're fully cooked now, so she's adding 1 teaspoon of salt and a half block of coconut. If you're using canned coconut, you can use half a can or a full can depending on the thickness. The beans cooked for 40 minutes in the Instant Pot, but because this is old beans, as I said before, it's going to take a longer time. So we've just added 2 teaspoons of salt and a half block of coconut milk. Now we'll put the cover back on and cook it for another 10 minutes. So we'll clear. That's it. Place a heavy bottom pot over high heat or medium-high heat. Once it comes to temperature, add oil. Here we're adding about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And once the oil is hot, we'll add in 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And allow that to bubble, froth, expand, and darken, keeping a close eye on the pot because you don't want it to burn. If it burns, you'll have to start over. Once it bubbles, froths, expands, and darkens, then add in about 1/3 cup of ketchup. And give it a stir. Be careful of any splashes at this point. And just stir it for a couple of seconds before adding in the green seasoning. And this is about 2 tablespoons of green seasoning and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. So we've added the ketchup to the brown sugar, the caramelized brown sugar. Now we'll add in the seasoning. We also added 2 tablespoons green seasoning and 1 tablespoon of garlic. So now we'll add in 1 onion, hot pepper, 1 tomato, and 2 scallions. Now we'll cover and cook until the onion and the tomatoes soften, about 5 minutes. We'll add black pepper. This is about a half tablespoon of black pepper. Next we'll add the beans in. It's nice and soft and tender, but still has its shape, most of it. Don't scrape the bottom.
If you want it a little thinner, you could put some water.
Yeah, well, it needs too thick right there.
Yeah.
So we'll add a little bit of water. We'll add 2 cups of water. Added 2 thyme sprigs. Next we'll add about 2 tablespoons of butter. Yeah, Kerrygold. You could also add golden ray butter, if that's something you feel comfortable using. To make this vegan, eliminate the butter. This is absolutely perfect. One of the most delicious beans I've ever had. That's why I've asked my mom to come here today to teach us. That's it? How many more minutes to cook?
To the boil and that's it.
That's it? Wow, okay. I've tasted it and adjusted the salt. I added another teaspoon of salt. We're just waiting for it to come to a boil and we will take off the heat. Remember, it will thicken as it cools. And that's it, it's done. Now we'll take off the stove. Thank you, Ma, for helping out. And that's all there is to it, my sweet friends. Stewed red beans, mommy style, simply amazing. You can cook it in the Instant Pot or on the stove. Perfect with stewed chicken, curry duck, stewed pork, macaroni pie, or even callaloo. One of my favorite combos. And if you're keeping it vegan, pair it with mango tikari and dhalpuri. This is one of those essential recipes we all need to have on hand, especially when we're adulting. Hope you give it a try. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more delicious recipes. Cook, share, love, and enjoy. Bye-bye.